Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Meedu Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore and we are enjoying marketing in a very simple manner. Till now friends, we have already covered 4 important modules in marketing. First module was marketing concepts, video number 1 to 10. Then marketing environment, video number 11 to 13. Consumer markets and consumer buyer behavior, video number 14 to video number 17. Business markets and business buyer behavior, video number 18 to video number 21. In your last session, I told you that now we will start our very important fifth concept, which is customer value driven marketing strategy, and introduction of this was already given in our video number 5. So you can refer to video number 5 and then you can see these videos. In the next 3 videos, we will discuss the important concepts of customer value driven marketing strategy in detail. And today we will start with the very first step, which is your market segmentation. We have already discussed about market segmentation when we were speaking about marketing concepts. Let me revise it for you. So what was market segmentation? Market segmentation was dividing market into, see this highlighted word, distinct group of buyers. So group of buyers who are distinct. Now in what way are distinct? They can have different needs, characteristics, behavior or whatever. We will study them, those methods. But always remember that when someone is asking you to tell you different segments, keep these words in mind. Distinct group of buyer, group should be distinct. Now we will approach towards studying the 4 types of segmentation and then we will take one by one in great detail. So friends, 4 types of segmentation are your geographic segmentation, demographic segmentation, psychographic segmentation and behavioral segmentation. These are the 4 types. We will discuss them in great detail now one by one. First is your geographic segmentation. So as you understand by the name, what is geographic segmentation? Dividing market into different geographic units. And what are the different geographic units? It can be your nation, it can be your state, it can be your region, it can be cities, it can be your population density, means your urban, suburban, rural. I hope these are very clear by the name itself. Otherwise, let me give you example also. Different nation means if you are foreign company, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, they are different nations for you. Different states within a particular country if you are serving. So Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, UP, that is segmenting on the basis of states. Region, north region, eastern region, northwest, northeast, south, southwest and all. Cities, key main cities, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, like this. And last, basis population density. Your more and more population is living in the urban areas, or it is living in the rural areas, or it is in the mix which is suburban. All this is your geographic segmentation. Let us now talk about your second, which is demographic segmentation. Friends, do you recall what is demography? Demography was studying the human population and its characteristics. That was demography. So now just relate what will be demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation will be segmenting on the basis of these demographic variables. And what were these variables? Let us revise some of those variables again. First was age. See, different age groups have different needs. So when you are child, it will be different. When you are adolescent, then when you are adult. Within adult also, a person who is in the age group of 18 to 25 will have different needs. When he will be in the group of 25 to 30, different needs, and so on. So that is your first factor, which is your age. Second is your life cycle stage. So a person's life cycle go through various stages. It is your whether you are studying compared to when you are earning, whether you are bachelor compared to when you are married, when you are recently married versus when you have kids. So what life cycle you are, that also is a separate segment for marketeers. Third, very clear another parameter is your gender. So whether you are male, whether you are female, your requirements will also be different. So for marketeers, third way of demographic segmentation is your gender. Fourth comes your income. See, again on the basis of income. Why? Because income will relate to your spending habits, will relate to you how much you can spend. That is very important. So people who are in middle class, like we studied previously, that increasing middle class is a very important characteristics. So that also depends is in while we are segmenting. what kind of occupation you are in. So whether it is a blue collar job or a white collar job, whether it is related to service segment or it is related to some infrastructure segment, and last but not the least, even your education. So if you are into education, if you are in a particular education, your behavior, your choices will be different, and that will be your next way of your demographic segmentation. Friends, till now we have studied geographic and demographic segmentation. Now let us move to the third parameters, which is psychographic segmentation. So psychographic means related to a person's psyche, and psyche has two important parts: lifestyle and personality. Lifestyle we discussed previously. What was lifestyle? Lifestyle was your AIO, activities, interests and opinions. So all that defines your lifestyle, your way of living. Simple way to understand lifestyle is way of living. Second, what kind of personality you have. Now you will say, how will that be a different segment? Definitely it is a different segment. Someone who is peaceful, calm and composed will like that sort of brand, will like that sort of colors, that sort of clothes. If you are dynamic, if you are vibrant, you will look forward to that thing. So your personality also decides. This was the psychographic factor. Now last segmentation type is your behavioral segmentation. Behavioral means on the basis of a person's knowledge, attitude, responses, and this has two important parts: occasion segmentation and benefit segmentation. So what is occasion segmentation? So there can be different occasions in a person's life, and basis that occasion his requirement will be different. So in occasion segmentation we consider those important occasions. Occasions in a person's life can be marriage in the family, or a child's birth in the family, or some festivals. All those are occasions, and that is a particular segment. Why it is a particular segment? So a person who earlier was spending more on his particular food or clothing, now when he becomes a father or becomes mother, enters into parenthood, occasion, it is an occasion for them. Now their spending will change. They will take more amount on baby care products and product related to baby foods, baby wipes and all. Similarly, a person who was earlier buying simple kind of clothes, recently now there is a marriage in his family, his behavior will change. Why? Because of the occasion. And next type is your benefit segmentation. Benefit segmentation means segmenting on the basis of benefits. In this, let us understand some important parameters which defines your segment. One is benefit sort. So what kind of benefit the person is seeking for the product. So from a same shoe, some person will be looking for look, some person will be looking for your style, some will be looking for your comfort. So it is what kind of benefit the person is seeking. Second, user status. So what kind of user it is, and typically we have 5 categories in your user segment. Let us have a brief look on all of them. First is your non-user. Non-user means someone who has not used your product at all. So what will be your main task? Your main task will be explaining your product to him and telling why using your product will be beneficial, convincing him for buying. That is your important task for a marketer or a sales guy in case of non-user. Next is X-user. What is X-user? X-user means someone who was previously using the product but now due to some reason is not using. So you need to find out, address that particular grievance and get him back on board. Third are the potential users. So these are the people who have potential to buy and can convert if you give some efforts on them. Fourth are your first time user. First time user means who are using the product for the first time. See, they are very important because basis the first experience they will have, they will either stick to your brand or will leave your brand. And last are your regular users who are using again and again. You need to see that they continue the relationship with you and you take extra care of them. So 5 categories. Hope it is clear. Non-user, X-user, potential user, first time user and regular user. Depending upon the usage rate, the consumer can be light user, medium user or heavy user. And last, loyalty status. Completely loyal means they will only buy your brand. In case there is stock out, they will wait, but they are completely loyal to you. They will not go anywhere. Somewhat loyal, they will wait for some time and then might move. So they are, so people who are somewhat loyal, typically they are loyal to 2 to 3 brands and within them they keep switching. And last are your category, no loyalty to any brand. Most I would say challenging sort of lot, not loyal to anyone. They will see only their benefit and basis that they will move. So friends, these were 4 kinds of segmentation: geographic, demographic, psychographic and behavioral. Now how do we segment business market? So along with these factors in mind, in case of business market, we also need to see some other factors, which are customer operating characteristics, purchasing approach, situational factors, and personal characteristics. And now last kind of segmentation is in your case of international market. International market means where company is moving to across borders and doing imports and exports. So there what kind of factors are important? First of all, definitely the geographic location, in which geography you are moving, what kind of economy is prevalent there, political and legal factors over there. Many times it can happen that the political government which is operating might cooperate or might not cooperate, legal policies might support you, might be against you, so you need to understand all of them. And again, what is the cultural factor or culture of that particular area. And in segmentation, friends, last topic to be understood, or last kind of segment, is your inter-market or cross-market segmentation. So what we mean by that? It is also very simple, just understand it. Forming segment of consumer who have similar need buying behavior even though located in different countries. Just see these words, even though located in different countries. So what does this mean? It means that person in different countries, but their need and buying behavior are same. So it might happen that an Indian consumer might have same needs as an South African consumer and an US consumer. So what is this kind of segment? It is a cross market or your intermarket segment. Friends, these were all the different kinds of segments in consumer markets, business markets, and your international markets. Now after we have studied segmentation, we also need to see if that segmentation is effective or not. Effective. Now you will say, what do you mean by effective segmentation? So just check the segment for 5 parameters, 5 tests. First, it should be measurable. We should be able to measure it. It should not be that if someone asks, okay, you will go to your company head, you will say, sir, let us approach that segment. He will say, okay, what is the annual potential? You will say, it is, sir, very difficult to say, we cannot measure it like that. So that is not a segment only then, na? It should be measurable. Second, accessible. With your resources and resources available, you should be able to access this. Otherwise, how good is that segment if you are not able to access it? Third, it should be substantial, having some certain fixed value. It should not be that it is a very small segment and you are just wasting time and efforts going there and you are not able to meet the cost or achieve the break-even point. Fourth, it should be differentiable. Differentiable means different from other segments. So if you are making 10 segments, the characteristics should be different. It should not happen that 3 segments in those 10 have overlapping sort of characteristics. Then it is failing the test of differentiability. And fifth is actionable. Some action points should be able to be defined on that particular segment. So hope you are clear. Whenever you are dividing into segments, do this 5 check. Check it for being measurable, accessible, substantial, differentiable, and actionable. Friends, this was all about segmentation, in which we discussed the various type of segmentation, what an effective segment is, and how you can measure it. In our next video, once we have divided into segments, we will study that which segment to choose and what marketing then we will do for our target segment. So we will study about market targeting strategy. I hope you liked our content. In case of any doubts, please let us know in comment section or on our mail ID meedu.study@gmail.com. If you are liking our content, please like our video, share it, and subscribe to your own channel Meedu Study. Take care, friends. Have a good day.